Sunday morning, beautiful day, but we've got a problem with the digger. It has a big thing at the back, some sort of transfer drive unit, and unfortunately it's packed up. I think all the gears inside have got broken, and it's just grinding and it's not going anywhere. So the whole thing is I've got to take all this off, all the tracks off, jack it up, get all these seized bolts out. It's going to be a nightmare. And have I got anybody to help me? No. Somebody's in, feet up, by the fire, even though it's a beautiful day. But I could always Google her and she'll come out and help me out. But anyway, so there's going to be a short video, bits and bats along the way. I'll not do a video while the machine is running, and for a while we have to get the machine running, and that's a bit noisy. I've got my helpers just arrived. Hello Buzz, are you coming to help me today? Are you going to say hello to all your viewers? Yes. And I'll do a little bit more in a minute. Thank you.
Final drive Hitachi EX30-2. Brand new, hybrid track motor, 2 speeds, 1 speed possible, for crawler excavator Hitachi EX30-2. Complete track unit. Final drive together with hydraulic motor. Inner diameter in machine frame, 165 millimeters. Number of bolt holes in machine frame, 9. Number of bolt holes in sprocket, 9.
Just a update really, still no help, but then again it is a Sunday. But anyway, I'll carry on. As you can see, I've got the track off fully. Now it's just a matter of getting the transfer box. I think it's a transfer box or gearbox, or call it what you want. It's a pain. Anyway, getting all the right tools to get all the nuts and bolts and Allen keys out. Problem is they're all seized in because of the type of work that the machine has to do, and obviously it gets covered in mud and water and all sorts of things, so it's never an easy job, but somebody's got to do it, and no better man than me. Now we're here again. 18 of these screws to come out. This is the item that we're actually removing. This carries the drive, should I say, from in the cab to the tracks, and it's well bolted, everything's seized apart from this one, thank God. At least I got my first one off, and still no helper, no cups of tea, no nothing, but at least I've got my first bolt out. So what I'm going to do now, I'll let the video run for a little while. That's where I am, and I'll show you this last, well, it's not the last one, but I'll show you this one coming out, and then I'll speed it up and do all of them, and then I'll do another one right at the end when I've got that jagged wheel off. Okay, so we'll start with the heating it up.
Number of hydraulic hoses pipes, 3 or 4. Inner diameter in sprocket, 190 millimeters.
Just a bit of heat there to make it a little bit easier. Free it off a wee bit. Put your wrench on, like so. Put it the right way round. I'll put it on there a bit, yeah. A little bit of a bar to increase the force, but do it slowly. And then once you get it moving, you can take the bar off, and hopefully do it yourself. A little bit of penetrating oil as well, just to keep it ready for the next one. Keep it dry and clean as well, a wee bit. And that's one done. Great! So far, so good. No swearing because it's Sunday, and so far, so good. See you. Well, we've managed to get it off, and strangely enough, it came off quite easy. Don't think this has been off since the machine was bought, and that was possibly, it's about 30 years old, if not more. A bit younger than me, but there you go. And that's it. Now the next bit is a bit harder. It's underneath, so I need to support the vehicle with blocks and stuff like that, so it's health and safety. Even though the boss isn't here at the minute, I still have to do it. And that's it. We're not halfway through the job yet, but we're getting there. Now this was an easy bit, taking this plate off that used to be in there, and then it came off. This is so low down that we can't really do the video on it on the tripod, but this is the big bit that has to come out. Got to be careful about these hydraulic pipes, because they all have to go back in the same place. If not, the machine will be turning over instead of going forward. Right, well, it's almost ready to fall off. All the bolts have come out, and for whatever reason they've decided to have 3 different sizes of spanners to get it off, and it's in such a tight place that it's only 1 millimeter in between the two. So all this is off now. It's getting to the end of the day. All that I need to do tomorrow is take the hydraulic pipes off, seal them before we do, so we don't have any hydraulic oil on the land. Then this fella should pop out and the new one goes in. So we're really halfway there at the moment. Okay, so that's it for... Well, it's the final piece to be taken off, and then we should be rebuilding. So to begin with, this is a bit of a heavy piece, so I've had to bring the big guns out. Oh, and by the way, still no help today. Anyway, let's... Now, I've made that look very easy, because last night I had a big dinner. Dawn made it for me, absolutely gorgeous. Chicken and stuffing and all the bits and bats that go along with it. So let me just lift this off without hurting myself. Bah! And like I said, we're now at a point where we can start rebuilding. Well, as you can see, I've managed to get it on after getting the other one off, and got all the bolts in, and now it's time to have a break. Still on my own, still no helpers, so I've even got to go and make my own coffee. I don't know. Anyway, we're over halfway through the job now. Relatively easy. Coming up now. Take an hour or two, and then the last part, which is going to be a hard part, and I really need somebody to help me with that one, and that's putting the track back on. Well, here we are. We've got it on, we've got it tight, put the connections at the back. Look a bit messy, look a bit tough, but hardest part is done. Hope you were able to, yeah, you were able to see that. And it's just a matter of bolting up what's left to do, which is only one wheel, and then it's time to get the track on. Right, you can't really see too much here. I'll see if I can adjust this at the moment. But what we're doing, yep, there are all the connections done. No leaks. Everything's great. So that's it. Last part to go on. Just 9 of these bolts to tighten up, and basically the job is almost done. Just got the old track to put back on. Now unfortunately I've done that an awful long, many times, because sometimes it falls off. But these fellas, I've only done this twice before. I've replaced these once before, these jaggy bits, the wheels. They drive the tracks. And then this fella has never been changed. And like I say, it's 30 years. And here's me helper. Hello, Buzz. Are you saying hello to everybody? You're in the way. Right, got myself a seat. My helper's gone. That was Buzz. And I was saying that these, we're on the back end of the job now, thank goodness. It'd be good to get the digger up and running today, because strangely enough, you always need a digger around here. So many jobs that needs doing and only the digger can do it, whether it be in the fields or up further up the estate with a bit of fencing that's been taken down by more than anything its age, but a bit of storm damage as well as such. So this is going to be very boring now, just to do these 9 bolts. And as I said, then it's time for a cup of tea. Don't know where my helper is. I can see Buzz, but the human helper I can't see at all. You know, she could be in bed, she could be feet up at the fire, she could be doing anything. But I'll find out later on, one way or another. As they say, it is what it is. So that's it. I'll carry on tightening these up, and the next part you'll see, hopefully, will be the track going on. And that's it. Bye. Well, that's it. The track is back on. The machine is working. Gave it a little bit of work to make sure everything is working and there's no leaks or anything like that. So tomorrow now I just have to grease it up and make sure all the oil levels are correct, and then ready to rock and roll. There's only one helper. There he's finishing off now for the night. He's gone. Nobody else was around today, so it was a quiet day, and that really is the end of the job. I didn't show you putting the track on because it was very awkward, and being on my own and everything, I couldn't be stopping and starting, but it wasn't a nice job. So until the next time, see you again. Bye.